From Unilad, AI startup valued at $1.5 billion collapses after it's found to actually be 700 engineers pretending to be bots. The engineers were largely from India. So I hear, they say, tech pros have been left gobsmacked after learning a $1.5 billion AI business, Builder.ai, has been operating behind an AI facade. Since 2016, the British company emerged in the scene as a pioneering platform allowing businesses to create applications with minimal coding. But now it's been revealed the code actually came from around 700 human developers and programmers from India who were tasked with acting like an AI bot. Imagine you're on ChatGPT and there's actually just like a bunch of dudes in California just typing away.
Bunch of guys in Ralph.
So to correct myself from earlier, it wasn't a Microsoft company. It was a Builder AI had made partnerships with Microsoft and had secured a $250 million investment from Qatar Investment Authority, reports International Business Times. In total, it accumulated more than $450 million in funding from leading investors like Microsoft and the World Bank's IFC, among others. Okay, so Microsoft was an investor. Yet Builder AI filed for bankruptcy protection and entered insolvency proceedings as per its statement on LinkedIn last month. According to Bloomberg, the company plummeted after a major lender, Viola Credit, which had given the company a $50 million loan, withdrew $37 million from its accounts and left Builder with just $5 million. The move essentially paralyzed the company from fulfilling payroll duties or maintaining its core operations. This is amazing. I wonder how many other companies are doing things like this. I've heard similar stories that you think you're talking to chatbots and it's just some dude in India. And these were jokes at first. But now it's real.
This has some FTX vibes to it, almost.
Yeah. Did you guys see that AI tool that removes accents from people?
No.
You've mentioned it.
Yeah, so like Indian call centers, when they sound like this, when they turn on the AI, they sound like this. And then people don't know they're talking to, like Maurice or something. It's Maurice.
So I think there are a lot of practical, real-world uses for AI. However, I am a non-believer writ large at all of the promises we are made about AI. So I think we are going to see companies like this and adjacent companies who use related technologies crash. I think we're in a huge bubble. We're being sold a false bill of goods with AI. Oh, it's going to transform the world and everything's going to change and we're going to get all of your jobs are going to be gone and whatnot. I'm not yet a believer in all of this. With the amount that I've seen the stock market go up based on different AI hype, I don't think the jump in stock is justified by any of this back end stuff. And I believe we are in a huge bubble. People are dropping billions of dollars into this. I believe Donald Trump recently, he took a trip to the Middle East where they also promised like $1 billion some odd dollars in AI. Everybody and their mother is dumping their money into this. It's hard to see how it isn't overvalued, at least at this state. And if anybody,
it's a weapons race. And so even if it is, like here's the crazy thing, guys, this is where the money's at. You're doing a startup, just put AI in front of whatever it is you're doing and you'll get $1 billion. I'm half kidding, but it's so valuable and the fear is so real that they literally had 700 Indian people typing away, pretending to be AI chatbots, and they were able to generate hundreds of millions in investment.
If you incorporated any aspect of AI into this show, wrote about it in the description, and then try to sell the company, you'd be able to quadruple your more.
So hold on, guys. Brainstorm. Let's go to some investors and say, we have an AI-powered podcast generator that can help you craft any podcast so long as it's voiced by some like late 30s to middle-aged men with only 4 distinct voices. And we'll make a podcast on anything. AI.
This is AI right now. You think I'm a real person? You think this obnoxious Jewish person exists in real life? No, it's a character made out of the internet's, typed in prompt.
Well, what we did was
annoying Jewish journalist and
we cast on Craigslist looking for an annoying Jewish guy, and then Elad answered. We put him in one of those 3D body scanners, and then we had him read "How Now, Brown Cow" and "Unique New York," among other sentences, and now we just AI generate Elad.
Yep. There are sites out there that do this for a living. Like I actually just tried one the other day, and I'm waiting for my results to come back to see how my voice works with the AI. I'm gonna have to
check this out. Let me play this video.
Hello. My name is Manoj and I'm a call center agent from India. Clear communication is vital for my customers and me, but accent barriers can sometimes make it challenging. That's where crisp accent conversion comes in. Let me show you
I hate this
the
so
voice
much.
preservation mode in action.
Just listen.
This mode keeps my original voice intact while softening challenging parts of my accent. It helps customers understand me better, improving satisfaction on both sides of the call.
I can
That's
still
great.
hear the
I'd,
Indian.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd still be
hear
freaked
it.
out though.
But he didn't say get rid of. He said softens. Softens.
Honestly, that's preferable, to be honest with you. If you're
I-
trying to do something or understand someone, yeah, that is preferable.
I don't mind Indian call centers to a certain degree, because if it's like 2 a.m. and my card's not working, like what am I going to do? Like wake somebody up? No. There's a guy in India where it's the middle of the day and he answers the phone. I mean, it's not to be a dick, but I can't understand what he's saying, but at least he unlocks my card for me.
Yeah. But like I said, I think that I would rather have AI soften someone's accent as opposed to being like, oh, I can't understand them. I can't do what it is that I'm trying to do.
But I'd be
To be
kind of
honest, I'd rather just talk to a functional modern AI than a call center person who can't understand what I'm saying. Like, dude, and a lot of people agree. Like, I'm half kidding about they're awake at 2 a.m. and they can fix my card for me, but I have been on the call enough times with people who can't speak English very well, and we struggle to communicate because, first of all, like the quality of a phone call is not very good, just right off the bat. Then you've got accents on top, and we're trying to do the what is it? What is the alphabet called when you Foxtrot, Echo? What is that called?
Oh, phonetic alphabet.
Phonetic alphabet. It's like I'm on the phone and they're like, "What's your name?" And I'm like, "Tango." What's I?
India.
India. See, I don't even know.
Tango, India, Mike. But look, man, that's.
I would rather an AI, a modern AI. Now, the reason I don't like the old school AIs, okay, I you know what I do? I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. I've exposed this secret before. There is but one word you need to say if you ever get a robot to get a human. Earmuffs for your kids.
Oh,
Fuck. Oh. I just do that. I'll just be on the phone, and I'll call like service or whatever, and it'll go, "Hey there, I'm your customer service rep. How can I help you today?" I go, "Fuck," and he goes, "It sounds like you're having trouble. Let me connect you with an agent." And I'm like, "Yep."
It's perfect.
Yeah, because the problem is those versions of the AI are limited in what they can do. Modern AI should actually be able to understand you better. So it's annoying when like you have an issue with your credit card that's not specific. Like they'll say, if you're dealing with fraud, press 1. If you're dealing with this, press 2. And you're like, okay, well, it's kind of a weird thing. My card got rejected. I'm trying to figure out why. I don't even know what I'm supposed to go to. And then the annoying thing is you're like, card declined. It's like, sounds like your card was declined. Let me connect you to an agent. Then you get an agent and she's like, what happened? And you're like, my card's declined. Oh, that's a different department. Let me transfer you.
Oh God.
Right. So just give me a modern functioning AI that can do it all. And I'm good with it.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. I'm just not so sure that there are AI that are capable of actually helping nowadays. Even still,
let me tell you, I think so. ChatGPT has gotten crazy. So we checked out the skate park at Charlestown, and there were a bunch of these weird little black bugs with white spots on their backs, and they were running around all crazy, and we couldn't tell what they were. I took a picture, uploaded to ChatGPT, and said, "What is this?" It said they're lanternfly nymphs.
Yeah.
Those nasty invasive bugs. And I was like, wow. I was driving today to go get dinner, and we saw one of those big industrial silo facilities with a conveyor belt. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. Took a picture, uploaded it, and said, what is this? Not only did it tell me what it was, it told me where it was and the name of the company and what they did in great detail. That's crazy. I mean, kind of terrifying.
my wife does that when she goes on hikes with the kids, right? And she goes out and takes pictures of plants, and there's an actual app out there.
Yeah.
It's called Picture This.
Picture this, exactly. And you could take a picture of the plant, and it'll tell you if what it is, whether it's dangerous or not, and if you do happen to come in contact with a dangerous plant, what you can do to help yourself.
But ChatGPT is crazier than that now. So here's I love Picture This. I've had it for a while because we got a bunch of weird fruits growing all over the place. And so I walk up to a plant and I see a red thing on it. You take a picture, you upload it, and it'll say, that is a whatever plant. And then you scroll down and you're looking for if the fruit is edible or not. It's not there. Sometimes they have the information, sometimes they don't. So like we have frost grapes everywhere, and it'll be like, this is a frost grape. And like, they're edible and you can eat them. Then there's warnings like too much of this is bad. But sometimes there will be like seed heads on certain plants or fruits, and it doesn't tell me. ChatGPT literally does everything. And now here's the crazy thing. I can take a picture of a building in a random location, and it'll tell me where it is. So we were on the highway, and it's all fields, and there's this big, massive structure with a silo and a conveyor belt going up to it, and you see them from time to time when you're driving around. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. Is it like corn? Is it grain or something? Picture, upload to ChatGPT. What is this? It explained it was likely a concrete factory or asphalt based on its shape and size and everything. And then I said, here's the location. And it was like, this is this company, founded in this time, at this point, with this many employees. Everything was in it. It just knew it all.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of stuff is mundane nowadays, that kind of access to information, which is, it's crazy to think about it. But, you know, we are living in a world where where there are multiple cars that can do the driving for you now.
Now, here's what's crazy. I took a picture of one of our buddies, who's a prominent pro skater. I uploaded it and said, who is this? And it said, I cannot identify people. You know it actually can. And in this instance, my homie who I took, it was Cody Mack. I took a picture of Cody Mack. He's a famous pro skateboarder. And I'm like, oh, come on, dude. Like, this dude's pictures all over the internet. He's got hundreds of thousands of followers. If you Google search him, and you can look up all of his career, his videos, his contest rankings, he's not a secret guy. ChatGPT is just choosing not to identify people for privacy reasons. But you know that means OpenAI knows where you are, when you're there, what you're doing. So does Facebook. So does Google. That's where it's getting really crazy, that these companies built this technology and they have a weaponized version behind the scenes that you don't get access to. I bet they can tell by the way you walk who you are. I bet if you put on a mask, put on a mask and a trench coat and started walking, it would be like, here's who this is. Based on you, it's going to know your height.
Your gait.
It's going to be like, I know who that is.
I have a friend that works in like the defense industry, and he's like, look, man, they can already like literally just attach something to the pipes that have your water in it, and they can listen to what's going on inside a room by stuff like that. I don't know how true that is. This, you know,
I believe it.
He said
Why even need to? They could probably just tap your phone, like Pegasus their way into your...
Right,
yeah,
it's
or
easier.
you can shoot a laser onto someone. If you shoot a laser on the window, you can actually... the window moves enough, you can hear the vibrations inside. You can hear people talking. So
And that's been around for a long time.
Yeah, that's been around for a long time.
Is that the same way that when you have the cans and the string
Yeah,
across from your
well, it's
neighbor's
literally like a speaker. You know, the glass moves, you know, fractions of an inch, but
When you can look it up right now. I got the Wikipedia for it because this is kind of hard to believe. It's called a laser microphone. Check this out. A surveillance device uses a laser beam to detect sound vibrations in a distant object. You basically, it's since 1947, the Soviets had it. You point the laser at glass. It's infrared laser. You can't even see it, and it's picking up the vibrations on the glass, and it can transcribe it into sound for someone to listen to. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
So they do have stuff where you can listen to the sound of someone's step, and they can figure out someone's gait, and they can follow people, you know, via that type of audio monitoring and stuff. It's crazy the stuff they can do. Like the Dark Knight was far-fetched back, like whatever 2008 or whatever. I'm pretty sure they can do that nowadays. Like the cell phones, kind of just, you know, mapping the whole inside of a building and stuff, or in that case, the whole city. I think that's actually possible now.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.